we made muffins again. Clark was like, I want to make muffins again, but she was not happy with them being just normal blueberry muffins again. They had to be elevated. Because apparently I gave birth to a fucking Gordon Ramsay child. She was like, blueberry again. Can't we do something fun with it? She was like, Mommy, we could sprinkle cinnamon on top of blueberry muffins. That would be fun. I was like, sure. Okay. I gotta be honest with you. They basically taste the same. It's the same. They taste identical. They taste exactly the same, but she was having a blast. Hello. Hello, gamers and non-gamers, lurkers and non-lurkers. We've done that. We've done the microwave cake thing. Yeah, look, you can see the... I say look as though you can see it this way, but there's like beautiful speckles of cinnamon in there now, you know? I ain't knocking it. Oh my God. Every single time she sees a coin, she asks if it's actually chocolate. And I hate that. Because coins are so dirty. One of these days, she's going to pick up just a normal ass coin and try to bite it. I'm going to go, no! Fortunately, she always tries to pick at it first. And I'm like, keep doing that, please. Here, let me tweet really quick. Oops. Ma'am? Oh my God. Beep, beep. No, I can't say that. I was gonna make my live tweet something about eating muffins, and then I was like, I can't do that. I can't do that. It didn't occur to me until I was typing it out, but kids grow up with no actual money. It's all digital. We have actual money in our house. Otherwise, we wouldn't have the coin debacle happening. Hi, Summer. Guys, so I've continued playing around with Goblin Notebook. And now that I've actually made some like markdown templates, it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. The only thing I can't figure out how to do now, I think I've figured out all of the base level stuff. The only thing that I can't figure out how to do is in one of the pictures, it shows a person being able to like somehow in the code say, this is hidden information. And I can't find anything in here that like explains how to do that. So, unfortunate, but we'll figure it out. I have OLG on it too. By our powers combined. Yeah, so in Goblin Notebook, they basically have a system where you can say like, I want this to be visible to me and this to be visible to anybody who's looking at my notes. So for anybody who wasn't here when we were playing around with Goblin Notebook, it's basically a D&D note-taking program, like browser-based. And it has, in case you're a DM, it has a system in there where you can say like, you can rename things for viewers of the campaign. So if a DM like had all of these notes and was like, don't worry, you know, you can just look at mine. They could denote which things they were able to see and which things the players looking at their notes were able to see, right? So all of the like say that I make a character inside of the system, all of the descriptive stuff for that character, it uses markdown code. And so one of the examples showed like normal ass markdown and then like indented totally different shit inside of it that was like, this is a spoiler, no one else can see this. And I was like, how do you do that? How do you do that? Because that seems so hyper specific to Goblin Notebook, right? Like that's not something that I'm not gonna go look up how to do things in Markdown and have it be like, by the way, if you want spoiler text. So I'm trying to figure out how to do that. I don't currently need that for anything. I just want to know how to do it, you know? There's Markdown cheat sheets. I know. Do you understand what I'm saying though? Like to say, this is a spoiler. Feels very specific to Goblin. So, yeah. It's like something that they're still working on a lot, so I kind of want to message them and be like, hey, I'm trying to use your system for a thing. Is this something that is actually implemented yet and it just doesn't explain it anywhere, or like... Okay, let me try that. I'll go to... Sure, we'll do this. So... Well, that indented it. It indented it, but it doesn't give me any reason to believe that I'm the only person who can see this. It's fine. I'll message them about it. That's what I was just told to try. The like greater than exclamation point. That's what I literally just did. It indented it, but that's all it did. Yeah, I was maybe you weren't here when I was explaining it. It's a D&D note-taking like browser-based system that they are still like updating a lot. So I really, it's very like clear and simple for me, which is helpful because people keep recommending things that are like so overwhelmingly complex or just like give you so many options that I know I will never use. So I like Goblin because it's pretty like straightforward. The only thing that I have to get better at is Markdown, I guess. Someone suggested this. Let me try it. Why is it? Here's something that I kind of hate though about Markdown is that like You can go to 3 different websites and they'll tell you how to do the same thing 3 different ways. And they all work. Okay, no, that didn't do anything. /*. Didn't do anything. But, yeah. Are they on Twitter? They are. Follow. They don't allow messages. We'll figure it out. I'll message them through the Patreon. Yeah, I did close it. I did try closing it. It's fine, guys. I'll just ask them how to do it. You can add ! Before and after sections of your notes to have them hidden when anyone else views your shared campaign. Where did you find that? I've been looking for, like, anything that explains anything. Okay, hold on, let me try it. It didn't work. That didn't work. It's just text surrounded by exclamation points. So that's weird that that didn't work if that's literally from their thing. Oh, Goblin help. Oh, here we go. Images, right? Links. Checkboxes. I actually didn't know how to do checkboxes, so that's nice. See more. Adding a whole new object to keep a small piece of information hidden isn't ideal. Okay, hold on, I'm trying this. Okay, sorry, 1 second. Since we're talking about this. There we go. Okay. So it doesn't just have to be, that's pretty funny. It doesn't just have to be ! And then you write some stuff and then ! It's 2 exclamation points and then you have to start a new paragraph, write whatever it is you want to write, and then end that, and then on a new separate line, do the 2 exclamation points. We figured it out. Thank you very much for linking that though, because I was able to get to like actual pictures of how they do it. Oh, that's so helpful. Thank you very much. My life is different now. Wait, I can tell OLG. Wait. My Oregon license plate. It's been downstairs, and I was like, why is it down here? For what reason? It should be in my background. I forgot to tell you, I just found an alcoholic coffee creamer that has rum in it. It's like a horchata rum coffee creamer. That sounds like everything I want. That sounds incredible. I miss horchata so much. Don't. Oh my god. We were watching... What were we watching? Oh, there's a new K-drama that we were watching, and there's an old, like, Korean pizza place that we used to go to with the other guys at the office, and we were watching this show, and Sam just goes, "Oh my god, I want sweet potato pizza." And I was like, I want sweet potato pizza too. The number of times that we watch things and we're like, holy shit, I want to I want to be back in LA right now just to eat something, please. Oh my god. I have yet to find horchata here. I'm sure that you can find it somewhere, but like not anywhere near where I am, you know? London is basically anytime I complain about there not being a specific type of food, somebody's like, just go to London. So yeah, I guess next time I'm in London, I'll look up horchata. Argentina, welcome. I couldn't hang around because of work. Understandable. I hope you're doing good. Yeah, I've also watched horchata recipes before and been like, right, it's rice and cinnamon and like a sweetener, right? It's like, I should just try to make it. It's pretty simple. I'll have to ask my mom for a recipe. Moeka! Oh my god. Moeka. Save me. London genuinely has everything. Yeah, it's like, I don't want to say London is the Los Angeles of England, but like in terms of variety and you know, amount of options, it is that. There's a Philly style place in London I want to go to. Give me that sweet cheesesteak. Oh shit. If you go, you gotta let me know if it's good. Hi, Besso! London is the NYC of the UK. I don't know. New York City is so overwhelming in comparison to LA to me. It feels like the amount of intensity feels like Los Angeles to me. I'm completely lost in Hades. What a game. Oh my god, are you just now starting to play it? Oh, I'm so excited for you. Is London not overwhelming? I lived in Los Angeles for 10 years. Los Angeles was very overwhelming when I first moved there. So I'm gauging it by my experience in Los Angeles. Does it feel kind of similarly to Los Angeles in terms of like, you know, areas that are kind of calm, areas that are more artsy, areas that are like really, you know, tourism focused, like New York City, even after living in LA for as long as I did, New York City feels like way too much to me. London feels a bit more like Los Angeles to me. That's just my opinion. Have you seen the new Zagreus Nendroid? I have. I can't get into Nendroids. I can't do it. It'll be the end of me, but it's very cute.
Welcome, you fine.
Kai Sanel, thank you so much for converting your sub. I appreciate it. Welcome to the cat gang. Thank you very much. Don't do it. Stay clean. Don't do it. Once you get one, they pile up. Dude, I'll never forget. I had never even heard of like pop dolls, right? And we had a friend who was like, oh yeah, I mean, we get every single one. They were taking over our house and was showing me pictures, and they were all over the walls, on every bookshelf, like everywhere. And this was before I had ever even fucking heard of them. And I was like, that's a lot, dude. And they were like, yeah, it is. Like, oof. And now I think about it, right? It's been years since that conversation, and I think about it now, and I'm like, oh my God. Did they give up? They must have. You can't, like, there's no way, right? It's like Beanie Babies all over again. It got to a point where it was like, I just can't keep up with the Beanie Babies. A slow nod whispers, help me. I have had Persian food. Yeah, it's delicious. How are you doing? I was wondering if you're doing okay. I'm glad to see you around. I haven't seen you since the co-op days. We've had a lot of people coming in recently and saying they haven't really watched since co-optional, or since John passed away, or something along those lines. So yeah, I'm doing good. I'm married. I have a 3.5-year-old. I'm living in England. Life's changed a lot, but I'm very happy. Oh, you know, I think if you saw one of the boxes, I think you would go, ah, those. Maybe not. Maybe you've somehow, oh my God. There's a bunch of Funko Pop figures that are just called the Royals. So there's one that is the Queen of England. Here, yeah, this will be the one that I give you an example with. Sure, why not? It's these. If you've ever seen these, they're everywhere. They're called Funko Pop dolls. And there are billions of them. There's just so many. It's crazy. So yeah, it's those. I enjoy collecting things, but I've never collected things in like a precious way, if that makes sense. It felt pretty easy to part with a bunch of my Bulmas when I moved. And like obviously like my mugs. I like collect mugs and then I give a bunch of them away, and then I collect them again and I give them away, you know. It's fun to get them, but I don't have any like strong feelings about keeping them, if that makes sense. I only have a few Bulmas. I came over with a few Bulmas. There's one. I came over with a few Bulmas. I came over with a few mugs. You know. But it also doesn't help that I don't feel like I have a like obviously I could get something, but I don't feel like I have a place really for it. Like even the Bulmas. My Bulmas don't really have a home. Like some of them sit on the shelf, but for the most part they don't really have a place to go. So I've been contemplating getting a Kindle, but oof, the price. Have you looked at like older versions? If you're just using it for reading, you can get an older version for pretty cheap, at least last time that I looked. Yeah, I was using the Kindle app on my phone before my phone like bit it. I heard you stole Sam's heater. I don't know what the fuck is his problem. Not to like put him on blast on stream, but he literally was like, if you need a heater, you can go ahead and borrow mine. And I was like, thank you. And then I put it in the living room because I was freezing. And then last night we were like, all right, let's find something to watch. Let's sit down, let's eat. And I was like, oh, I'm not really sure like what to do with the heat on this. It feels like when I turn it on, it's just at full blast. And he was like, oh yeah, well it has a remote, which you would know if you hadn't like just taken it in the middle of the night. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking? You told me to take it. What is your problem? So it's fine. I bitched at him to his face, so I win. I'm not a coward. I didn't go on Twitter. Yo, it works though. It's little. It's like this big. And I was like, is that a heater? Keep in mind, I grew up with, my dad always had a heater in the garage because my dad is like a weird garage gremlin and that's like his place and always has been my entire life. But you know, in the winter in Oregon, it was fucking freezing in the garage. So he had like one of those old like wire heaters where it was like, don't touch that or you'll die. Right? So like for Sam to be like, my room is freezing all the time, which it is. It's like my room is freezing all the time when I'm streaming. I'm just gonna get a little heater. It looks like a heater of the fucking future. Like it's just like this big. It's white. I'm so confused. This is not the portable heater that I grew up with. Yeah, do it, Besso. I believe in you. Do you know the name? I'm looking for a heater. I have no idea. It just appeared in the house. So. How's the car doing? Fine, I think. I think it's fine. Toaster's also doing fine. Yeah. Did you give it back? Give what back? The heater? Were you here for the start of this conversation? I'm curious. No, I was not. I'm not answering that question. Because I didn't steal shit. And if he wants it, he can come grab it. And that's as aggressive as I'm going to be about that. I'm done now. How are the buggies? Yo, the buggies are thriving. You go to look at this jar, it is bug town. Not like, again, it doesn't look like there's too many of them. It doesn't look like they're they're like overpopulated at all. It's just this lovely balance now where you go to look in the jar and you can always find one. It's so fun. It's so fun. And we've got these interesting like mix ones now because we started off with just pure orange ones and the dairy cow ones, right? And so now there are a few in there that are like orange with like black stripes or like orange with little bits of black on their backs. And I'm like, this is fun. Noxella, welcome to the Cat Gang. Thank you very much for subscribing. I hope you're having a lovely day. No, I don't have rubber duckies. Rubber ducky are a different type of isopod, but they are isopods. When we were talking about rubber duckies, it was because we were talking about these specific types of bugs. Is that a shredder? How much stuff do you need to destroy to buy a shredder? I have, I think, 5 bags of papers that I don't want to just throw away. And I haven't been able to do anything with them, so I'm going to shred them. And then Clarky and I are going to learn how to make paper together, and it's going to be very fun. But for now, I finally bought a shredder, and I have 5 bags of papers. Yeah, it's going to be great. My mother-in-law was like, why don't you just burn them? And I was like, that is an option, I suppose. I'm going to go for the option that turns into a craft project because that sounds more fun. But I guess I could have burned some of them at this point. I don't know. Also, the one that I got can technically do cardboard, which I know is excessive, but it can technically do cardboard. I don't know why I needed that. The problem with shredding is it's hard to like do things while you're shredding. And I'm realizing now this is where these noise canceling AirPods are really gonna come in handy. Because in the past when I've tried to shred stuff, I'm like, I'll just watch something while I do it. Can't hear shit. You can't hear shit when a shredder is on. So I was like, wait, I have little thingies now that I can put in my ears that like get rid of some of the noise around me. This could be the answer. Papermaking is fun, but be warned, it's super messy. Yeah, I've kind of accepted. My child is a craft gremlin, just like I was. So, there's an area of our house that is pretty much always a disaster. Was. Tully, don't. The problem with shredding is the most adult comment I'll hear all day. It's true, though. It's not like a lot of other things where you can be like, well, this is tedious, but I'll just put something on in the background. It's a loud project. Yeah, somebody's about to be like, but that's my ASMR. Okay. Just do it 5 minutes at a time. No, if I'm gonna sit down and do it, if I can figure out a way to like enjoy some music or listen to a podcast or something, if I can noise cancel it, I'm just gonna sit and do it all in one go. You have to give the machine breaks. No! What? We had an office with a shredder, and regularly a project manager from another social project came, printed about 100 pages, realized that he printed them wrong, and then would start shredding them. It happened like twice a week. What? Goodness gracious. Oh my god. I had messaged OLG being like, apparently you can do something to make something a secret, and I'm not sure how to do that. If you figure that out, let me know. And then, you know, like 5 hours later wrote, never mind, we figured it out. And OLG was like, glad I could help. This? Yes. It's a globe. Well, it's a moon, technically. And it just sits there and rotates. I came in here and I found my kid's stool right up against the bookshelf. And I was like, honey, did you come in here with your stool? And she was like, yeah, so I could look at your moon. I was like, oh, that's cute. I thought you meant the other kind of stool. Why would I mean that? It is a cool moon. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, 14's going fine. It's slow going, because we only ever seem to do like a couple hours at a time because Thierry's had a lot going on. But I'm hoping down the line here we'll be able to get in like more story stuff when we play together. But yeah, it's great so far. Both Amarian and Summer have come to me and been like, I'm ready with memes. When you get to certain points in the story, I'm ready to give you memes immediately. Thank you. I've already gotten a few from Amarian. So yeah. Someone did a live stream once where they printed the chat out in real time and then the paper automatically went into a shredder. Performance art. Really? That's me with my friends right now. I make them stream their playthrough for me on Discord. Then as soon as they get to certain parts, I DM them a bunch of memes. It's so good.
Welcome, you fine, cat-loving, coffee-drinking burrito babe.
Saintly, welcome to the Cat Gang. Thank you very much for subscribing. I appreciate it. Isn't that Tom Scott? Maybe. Salkas are happy 1 year. Thank you very much for the support. The reason for today's stream title, I was like, what did I name the stream today? Some of you guys were like, nothing better than farts? No, degenerates. Nothing better than forts. Because Clarky's old bed is set up on the landing out here. And it has like a frame around the top of it. So it's basically like a big box made of like long pieces of wood. And I had done some laundry, and so because it was there, I just draped a big sheet over part of it. And the second Clark saw it today, she was like, Mommy, we gotta find more blankies. This has got to be a fort. I was like, you're right. So we turned it into a fort, and she was obsessed. And I thought for sure when I was like, it's quiet time, I'm going to work, but do you want to hang out in your fort? She was like, no. It's like, okay. I'm shocked because it's the coolest thing that exists in this house currently, but all right. I made a pillow fort on my bed for my cat. Also a good option. Yeah, I looked in there and I was like, oh, Watson's in the fort. How cute. She was like, finally. Finally. A quiet place away from it all. And my daughter immediately was like, Watson! I'm pretty sure a kid is cooler than a fort. I wouldn't call my kid a thing, though. I don't think she counts as a thing. I mean, I guess she does, but you know. Yeah, a different kind of thing. Yeah, she's a proper noun, my child. I picked out our sofa for the living room, and I specifically took one with like 14 pillows. I knew our daughter would love it and make forts out of it, and I would hate the mess, but it would be worth it. That's very cute. Sam loves making a fort. I was obsessed with building forts as a kid. I have distinct memories of using the My Little Pony's legs to clip fabric over the backs of chairs. Yo, that's great. I love that. Yeah, it's great. I also realized because of the way that it's set up, because it's just like thin pieces of wood along the top, you can basically just make like glorified curtains for that. So it can be open, but it could be closed all the time if you wanted it to be. So that's good shit. Yes. Yeah, because you always want to make it as big as possible. How do the kitties do with Clark? Yeah, they're fine. Lately, Clark keeps trying to touch their ears. And I keep being like, if you touch their ears, they're gonna leave. Because I don't like that shit. And she'll walk over and she'll touch their ear and they immediately get up and leave. And she's like, and I'm like, I know. The consequences of our actions. It's absolutely crazy. Just be like, oh, they left. And I'm like, yeah, honey, because they don't like that. I've tried to show her, like, this area, like, here's the ear, here's another ear. This area, they love getting scritched there. Just scritch between the ears, honey. I know. What? Well, well, well. Hold on. I want to just put this in as a snippet before I forget. Markdown, snippets, add snippet, spoiler. I'll say hidden instead of spoiler. Spoiler doesn't really make sense. Secret shit here. Okay, let's see if that worked. Nice. It works. Love it. Okay, great. We're done. Were you ever a Magic the Gathering player? I've played Magic the Gathering with people a decent amount. I've never been good at it. Surprising nobody probably. I've always really loved the art. I like the like vibes of the different decks and all of that kind of stuff, but actually playing the game, I'm not all that interested. No, this was downstairs for a long time, but it's my old license plate from Oregon, so. Did you try the Magic the Gathering MMO? I don't think so. I'm not an MMO person, though. The only one I play is 14. I've tried lots of them, but... They discontinued it in like 2 weeks? What? So much money. Now that like Jesse and I have started 60/40 and all of this stuff, like... My understanding of how much money it takes to make a game, like the time and the energy and the money, like all of that, I cannot fucking imagine. I can't fucking imagine making a game and in a couple of weeks being like, well, that didn't work. What the fuck? So much money just down the drain. So much money and work, like in time. Oh my God. The amount of times I thought I could code a game is terrible. Even just like, I've even in the last year thought to myself, like, I bet I could make like a prototype of something. Not really. Not really, you know? Because there are like there are lots of options that are more accessible to people who are interested in making something, right? So I have thought before, like, it's hard for me to explain what I want this to look like. Like, I wonder if one of those systems could help me just like show what it is I want this to look like. No. RPG Maker is fun, to be honest. RPG Maker is super fun. If that's the sort of like thing that you want to make, yeah. Did you see some of Jesse's 5-minute gaming news? I haven't watched Jesse's 5-minute gaming news, but I've had so many people be like, oh my gosh, it's filling the void of Dodger's old gaming news show, which I'm glad for. I'm glad. I remember the news from the closet. Bless. I remember the news from many, many places in my life. But yeah. I have legitimately looked to see, like, you know, what systems are the most accessible if somebody wanted to, say if they're like me, right? And I don't think that I can make a game on my own. I'm not like that level, right? But I would like to be able to make like an animatic, like a prototype of like an idea, right? To sort of show like this is kind of what I'm thinking. Is this like the seed for something, for an idea? It is interesting to try and look into like what are the most accessible, like, you know, ways to code a game, like all of that kind of stuff. How far we've come. I guess, yeah. Yeah, and that seems to be the case as well. There isn't like a, oh, well, if you're just starting, you should learn this. Because some people are going to take to some things, and some systems are better for different types of games, right? So it's like... It seems to basically be, if you want to learn how to make games, then just choose something and start learning it. Or, if you're able to, go to school for it, right? I've been a professional game dev for the past 10 years. I wouldn't even know how to say how to start. Yeah. Thank you, Lagmeister. Yeah, I mean, if you have an interest in learning, like this is how I learned HTML when I was younger, right? It was just I wanted to know how to do it, right? And basically what me and my friends would do is just like go to websites and look at how they were built and then try to like replicate that and figure out what everything individually meant. And I feel like probably, you know, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, because I've never been in this position with gaming, but like if somebody is like, well, I want to make a mod for this, they just dive in, right? And like try to figure out how to do that. Or if they want to make a specific game, right? You learn through the passion of wanting to create something. I learned some coding from my MySpace as a kid. I had a Sailor Moon website. Ooh, baby! Code is weird in that it feels terrible until you suddenly get it. Like, again, I haven't ever done like complex code stuff, but I kind of understand that in that even with learning, you know, HTML and all of that, it was interesting to look at it and be like, I don't know what any of this means. And then eventually you're able to just read it, basically, right? I'm sure that I assume it's basically the same. I don't know what any of this means. Is me working on my thesis. No! My experience with coding is it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Wait, it works? Wait, why did that work? That shouldn't have worked. I mean, even just, we've played a lot of games that are basically like games through the lens of programming, right? And the number of times that we would be playing a level and I'd do something and be like, well, I did the level, but I don't know why that worked. Often. Baba Azee was one. Oh my god, we looked up a bunch of these the other day and I can't remember most of them, but yeah, Human Resource Machine, We Are Millions. All of the Zachtronics games were great. I love all of them. It's more like, I mean, you know, we still share like the same friend group for the most part, so John will just kind of naturally come up in conversation sometimes and we'll all be like, oh, I'll miss that guy, you know? he just still naturally comes up when we're talking about things because it makes sense that that would happen. Yeah. Who is John? John was Totalbiscuit's real name. And if you don't know who TB is, Totalbiscuit, the lull emote is TB. LUL in chat. Can we get some lulls in chat, guys? Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I was saying, we don't need to like go down this train like a long ways or anything, but I was saying, because somebody brought up John, I think a couple streams ago, and I was saying that it's kind of crazy because he died only like a couple months after Clark was born, or even just a month after Clark was born. I can't remember. So it's really easy to remember how long ago he passed away because that's the same age as my kid. So it's been a while, nearly 4 years. Aww. I know. A lot of people found me through TB. And occasionally somebody would be like, well, I was watching you first and then I found Jesse and John through you, which always made me feel very good because I'm smaller than both of them. Yeah, literally smaller, internet notoriety smaller, etc. No. I have no idea how I found your channel. That's okay. I'm just delighted you're here. That's always my favorite, is when somebody shows up and is like, you're on my following page and I do not know why, but I'm here now. I'm like, great. Okay, welcome. I hope you enjoy the stream. Oh my god, there's somebody that I follow who just started playing Hatoful Boyfriend for the first time, and I was like, holy shit, what year is it? I'm so excited. Right? What a blast from the past. Incredible. And I'm like, if this person does like one run and then gives up on it, I'm gonna be fuming. Because, as we all know, the game truly begins once you've done all of the normal runs. So, I will evangelize for that game until I die. What's the VN with the cafe cats that you played with Octo? Hustle Cat, right? We keep talking about him coming to visit us someday. Him coming to visit us someday. It's crazy because, like, when we first moved, 4 different people, including my mom, had plans to come visit us, like, already baked in before we even left the country. And then obviously so much happened that suddenly that wasn't feasible anymore. That wasn't going to happen. So it's so nuts to think about, like, oh yeah, Octo was gonna visit us that very first year that we moved. Anyway, one day when he comes to visit, we really want to just stream the shit out of Hustle Cat, just slam it, and try and get those last ones done, those last runs. Yeah, Avery. The amount of fan art of Avery holding a gun is unreal. Octo's influence is so fucking powerful. It's incredible. Octo's stream last night of building a sound booth was precious. Oh, I want to watch. I'll have to go watch the VOD. Octo almost got locked in his sound room on his last stream. What? How? Too powerful. He's too powerful. That's what I'm talking about. He does things that seem inconceivable. Moved to the UK, I was planning to come and attend my first con where you and Jesse were going to participate. Oh yeah, because we were going to basically do CoxCon at a different convention that was... Yeah, oh my god. Crazy. I remember Jesse buying the $50 cake online and eating it on stream. I will always remember that, yeah. Germa? I don't know what Germa is. I'm so sorry. Am I old? Germa's a streamer. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Got it. did a stream where he built a house on a film set and then acted like a sim and chat controlled him. Germa? Okay. I think last year was 10 years of watching you for me. Oh my gosh, Free. What is time exactly? It was called the German Dollhouse. It was wild. No, thank you. I mean, this is another thing we were talking about just the other day, is like, it's, YouTube hit this point a long time ago for me, but Twitch has now also hit this point where, like, there can be somebody who is a streamer that is huge, like thousands and thousands and thousands of people watch them, and I will have never heard of them ever. You know, it's not nearly as much of like a, oh yeah, everybody knows who the biggest streamers are. You know, and then beyond that, it sort of like splits up into groups. It's now like, even the top streamers, you won't necessarily know who they are unless like they are adjacent to the sort of thing that you already watch, you know? And that's how YouTube's been for a long time now. I will never forget looking at like the top 10 list or something quite a few years ago and being like, I don't know who most of these people are. Like, what is that? That's so crazy. And I can also attribute part of that to the fact that, like, for a while there, I was working at a YouTube network, right? So, I needed to know that stuff. I needed to know who was in the lead. And the second I didn't need to know that shit anymore, it became more apparent, like, oh, these are the sort of things that I actually would know in the day-to-day, you know? How come you moved from USA to UK? Because my husband had lived in the United States for a few years. And so he was really missing his family, and we had our kid. And he has a lot of siblings out here who also have kids that are around the same age or were planning on trying to have kids. And so when we got married, I had said to him, if you ever want to go home, you just let me know, baby, and we'll go. That's fine. And at a certain point, he was like, I want to go home. So we left. I just learned who XQC was last week. I have no idea what those streams are like. I've never watched. Never, ever once. No, I can't get citizenship yet. And if I want it, I'm pretty sure I would have to give up my American citizenship. So it's a big choice to make, you know. Clark is a citizen. Yeah. I'm mostly call Sam darling. Honey or darling, I think. Yeah, I'm not going to get into the dual citizenship thing. But it's an America problem. That's all we're going to say about that. Clark has dual citizenship because she has a United States citizen that is a parent and a UK citizen that is a parent. And so she automatically gets both. Nice. Love that for her. If you become a citizen, would she still have that? Yeah, she has that. She has that for life. She is her own human and entity. She would have to actively, as an adult, say, I don't want to be a US citizen anymore. She just has those. That's her life now. By birth. Yeah, the big reason that a lot of people give up their US citizenship anyway is because the United States continues to tax you even if you don't live there. So I still pay taxes in America, even though I haven't been there for 2 years. So that's tight. I have to pay taxes in both places, but you can say, like, it's very complicated, but there is a certain amount of, like, overlap crossover stuff that happens. It's just dumb. That's a great mug. Thank you. It's a Mortimer mug. Susie makes these. They're very heavy and I love them. So, if you've ever been to the Psychic Circle shop and you've seen this mug and thought, I wonder if that's a nice mug. It is. Also, all of Susie's shirts and things are super comfy. Just generally, like, really high quality stuff. It's great. Speaking of which, I think we're going to do a bigger push on this stuff soon, but so all of the Cat Gang stuff that we had reordered and restocked, like, I think a lot of you guys that pre-ordered forever ago have finally gotten your things, right? We don't plan on reordering any of that stuff. So if you're interested in any of those shirts from that run, we're going to try to, like, sell out our stock, basically. So yeah, if you liked any of those designs from the guest runs and all of that sort of stuff, we did reorder all of those things. So check it out. They're very good designs, but we will not be doing them again. Yep, it's the stuff that's currently in the shop. There's a mysterious rattling in my keyboard. I've taken all the keys off and cleaned it, and it's still rattling. No! Is there something like on the inside maybe that broke? That would suck. We had talked about tomorrow for study hall, taking my keyboard apart and cleaning it. So maybe we'll do that still. So much cat hair in mine. It just looks like crummies mostly in mine. It looks like a crumb graveyard in there. So, yeah, I will not be, look, I won't be knocking out any of this shit ahead of time. You get to see it in all its glory. What's in the keyboard? We'll find out together. I'm not gonna pretend that I'm cleaner than I am. No, Fridays are study hall. Something got wedged in my mom's laptop and now the frame starts coming apart when she tries to close it. What? Lord. Today is Thursday. What is time? I know. Yeah, today's Thursday. Yeah, so tomorrow will be a study hall day. And for anybody who's missed this, we were doing study hall on Thursday nights, so it would have been like a later stream today. But I'm trying to eliminate as much of like the evening stuff as I can so that my evenings can be either relaxing or, to be perfectly frank, either relaxing or D&D. I have a couple of meetings that happen in the evenings as well, but generally that's, you know, so, yeah, so that my like streaming work time happens during the day. Yeah. So now we do it on Fridays during like this time. And it makes for longer, like, you know, arts and crafts and whatever sort of streams. Instead of it only being a couple hours, it's like a decent amount of time to get a project done. We've had a couple of days since we started doing this where we've done like 3 or 4 totally different things. So I need to plan stuff out a bit better, I think, but yeah. D&D is not relaxing. Oh my god, for me, I think I've said this on stream before, but like, it's become my major hobby that I get to just like have for myself. Not saying that like, obviously Sam plays a lot of D&D and loves it, but like, so much of my not streaming time is being a mom that like, to just completely let myself enjoy D&D and hang out with friends and like, you know, just like make characters and RP and all of these things that I enjoy so much. It's just become a hobby that makes me really, really happy. So I don't mind doing those things in the evening because it does feel relaxing to me. Even when, you know, a session might be stressful, it's relaxing in that it's just like it's something I really enjoy. It's like a really fun hobby for me, you know? So yeah, I prefer to, if possible, do those things in the evening and then do my streams in the afternoon, so. Didn't you have a character, Tack? Yeah, my very first character ever was named Tack. They were a changeling. And it was very fun. They also did a lot of stupid shit because I didn't know how D&D worked. So it was my... Tack was the character where I was like, yeah, I'm chaotic neutral. And then my DM sat down with all of us and was like, okay, none of you are chaotic neutral. You're all actually just evil or good, which is why this group is so fucking ridiculous. And my character was one of the ones where he was like, you're evil. Your character's evil. You keep doing evil shit. So, yeah, that was me. That was me learning how to play D&D. Yeah, I'm assuming that it's gonna be like revealed on session 0, but I think that we've decided on a name for the next IO game. My changeling character had a kid called Tack. I love it. I'm only a little sad that good shit doesn't get a logo made for it. Any meme names that don't hint to anything? I'm trying to remember. I made like a big list of all of the names that we had come up with. A lot of them I think are pretty obviously like of a certain theme. One of them that I wrote down when I got really annoyed because we had come up with so many names and like none of us could like agree on any, so I just wrote the Stinky Boys. So that was a name that I threw out there. We did come up with a lot of meme names, but I feel like even then it was like they kind of give away too much. There's the one in quotation marks. I almost feel like that kind of gives away too much too, though. I don't know. Look, we can look, if you want, on session 0, if enough people in chat ask for it, we'll read off some of the other names. No, this is, what is it, summer? 1,000 years later? So 1,000 years is a decent amount of time. This isn't going to be like, ah, yes, the grandchild of my last character. It's like everybody's dead. Everyone's super duper dead. I am, yeah. This is my license plate from when I was a teenager. You get to keep the license plates when you move to a different state. Yeah. When you suddenly need a California license plate, they're not going to they're not going to bother taking your Oregon one from you. They made me send mine back. They didn't care for me at all. I didn't have to do anything. I lived the last year in Oregon before moving back home. I never got my license plate from the DMV, but I got plenty of Powell's merch. Powell's is good. One of the mugs that got broken was a Powell's mug, and I need to get it back. The music? Oh no, what happened? Okay. Yeah, like I said, I currently have 3 characters that are basically built for 3 different things. So that's gonna be a lot for a while there. And then we were talking about Godforged. I was saying that we had like a rock talk about Godforged, right? After the last session. And Joe was like, yeah, I mean, depending on like how much you guys focus on, you know, the main story, it could be 20 more sessions, it could be 40, it could be 60, you know? And we were like, 20, 40? And he was like, that's still, guys, we're still talking about like at least a year, maybe 2 years worth of sessions. And we were like, just upset. What's the man hours on character creation for you? I don't know. Mentally, like how much time do I sit and think about my characters? Way too fucking long. Too many hours. Far too many hours. Time spent that could be doing other things. Do we count daydreaming about them? Because, yeah, exactly. If we're cutting out the daydreaming, then, like, I don't know. To make a character sheet, I don't know, 15 to 20 minutes, depending on how confused I get about spells. Will you do new t-shirts after this? Probably not for a while. Yeah. Especially in like the interim, like right now, where I'm still thinking about like Alis, right? I'm never gonna play Alis again. I'm still thinking about Alis though. But I'm also thinking about Fabia and Moral, who are characters that are already established that I'm like currently playing. And then I'm also thinking about these new characters, right? So yeah, there's too much daydream space in my brain that's taken up by like RP shit. Is CoxCon ever coming back? I'm the wrong person to ask about that. My name is not in the title. Yeah, I don't typically make characters unless I have a game that I'm gonna play them in. One of the ones that I still haven't made her character sheet, I should. But one of the ones that I'm baking right now, I did think of her ahead of time before she had a game to be in. But generally I don't think of I don't think of characters ahead of time that much. It'll be like somebody says, hey, do you want to be in a thing? And then I'll start, you know, rapid fire thinking about stuff. That was me, by the way. Don't worry, that wasn't your computer, that was mine. I need to start playing. 50% of my brain space is just new character ideas. Yeah, I think Lamia's constantly drawing characters that are for games that don't exist yet. You know, I'm always like, poor Lamia has so many ideas. Yeah, we were also talking about that during Godforged, actually. Because I was like, God, if something happened to Fabia, I'd be really upset. But, like, I could make a new thing, right? Like, I could make a new character. I would get over it, but I would be really upset. And Tomato was like, oh, yeah, I already have a whole different idea for a whole different character if this character blows up. I'm fine. It's like, Jesus. Okay, I'm not that far. I'm not like, you know, I actually wouldn't mind at all if this character died. I could pick up and do something else. Yeah, I'm in the middle. I've played enough that I've had to like move on from enough characters who have either died or the campaign has just ended. I've had to move on enough that that I would be okay. I'd be fine, you know. I would be sad though. Sometimes a backup plan means you figured out how to keep playing the same character. I've said before that one of my plans, if something happened to Moral and they were like, do you want to make a different character and keep being in Neon Divide? Part of me would just want to be like, can I just say that there's another Moral? Like the Avalon made more than one. Like, it works with the mushroom people, you know? Like, why couldn't there be another one? What was your first character on West Marches? Juliet? Yeah, I think canonically Bo, who is another Myconid, another like mushroom character. I think canonically Bo has like a weird like spore baby somewhere. The introduction session for Juliet. No way! Oh, that's pretty crazy. Yeah. She just loved to party. And then she partied too hard. One day she partied too hard, and that was that. Yeah, well, Moral mushrooms, even though Moral doesn't look like a Moral mushroom, but Moral mushrooms, there's another, I can't remember what they're called. There's another mushroom that basically mimics itself to look exactly like Morals, but they're deadly. So, so I was like, I could be evil Moral, basically. Yeah, wait. Poisonous morals. Oh my god, I think they're literally just called false morals. That's pretty funny. Yeah, false morals are like kind of squat. So like it's saying that one of the major identifications is that like moral mushrooms, typically the cap is longer than the stalk, but false ones are kind of squat. So I could make a character that looks exactly like moral, except like like squished down. That would be pretty funny. Yeah, and give them a little mustache. It'll be good. Don't worry. Don't worry, guys. Was your mushroom character mute? No. The one I'm playing right now? No. Yeah. Yeah, just take the exact same model and just squish it. It'll look really unnatural and weird. Is that a Star Trek TOS reference? Because that's one of my favorite episodes of the original series of Star Trek. Good. Kirk gets teleported back onto the ship, but something goes wrong, and there's two Kirks. There's good Kirk and evil Kirk. It's so stupid. It also happens to Riker. Oh my god, I don't remember that. I just looked at the date for those West Marches sessions. 8 years ago. I was wondering how long ago that was. Eugene is still one of my faves I've seen you do. Eugene will live on in my heart forever. Yeah, Neon Divide starts up, what, a week from now? Yeah, the 11th, right? Is the first session? Oh! Crazy. My new controller still hasn't shown up, so I still have a busted controller. And I was in Spatula's chat, and I was talking about it, and I'm just waiting for that controller, because otherwise I'm gonna be a little fucked up. And Spats was like, you know what you should do is you should just go to Como and have them take off 2 of your arms. Just take off 2 of the arms. Don't explain why. Just show up and be like, yeah, it'll grow back. Don't explain why they're missing. Just because you can do VR chat with just one controller. I was like, you know, it's not a bad idea. Start off with a bang. I stepped away and missed the VR context. Yeah. This is for when I'm a mushroom. And all of the mushroom people grow back, so they're kind of willy-nilly with their limbs. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think the like obvious thing is that they were just making a bunch of painkillers and just cut off their own arm, but that seems a bit extreme. What was I gonna say? It doesn't matter. Oh, what I was gonna say is that, yeah, now that Discord has events, I think the way that we've been using it is like, we don't use Discord events for just like the day-to-day streams, but for the stuff that doesn't necessarily happen on my channel. So I think there's been an event like for each Godforged and stuff like that. So if you're wanting to know when or get pinged when any of these other shows are happening, I think we're setting it up so that there will be events for those things. Okay, I have to pee super bad. I'm gonna heat up my coffee because it's cold. And then we're going to play, shoot, what was it called? Lucky Town, which is another tower defense, but like a totally different type of tower defense. So we'll see how it is. Wait, wrong screen. Wait. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there we go. BRB. She's grooving. She's up. She's moving. She's cute. She's grooving. She's up. She's moving. She's cute. She's grooving. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. 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 Ah. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. 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 Ah. You're not grooving.
No.
I can't believe it. When you've been grooving your whole life. You're a big groover. I know the truth. Hey, why is that in your mouth? You're silly. This is my kiddo. Sorry. Careful!
No, look at my lip.
Is your lip okay?
My bottom lip.
Yeah, I see.
My bottom lip doesn't feel very good.
Your bottom lip doesn't feel very good. Are you hugging the cords?
No.
That's what it looks like you're doing.
Kidding.
Are you hugging the cords?
No.
You sure? Oh my gosh. She looks so much like you. I agree. Do you think we look alike, Clarky?
Yeah, our hair looks like the same color. Look.
I know, our hair does look like it's the same color, huh? That's pretty cool.
Mine is a little bit longer.
Your hair is longer than mine. That is also very true. She spits facts. Yes? No, not without me. And that gotta work. But you could do one of you have tons of puzzles, huh? You could do one of your puzzles with Daddy downstairs, maybe. What do you think? Okay. You've gotta. Okay, go show it to him. Hold it careful, both hands. Good job. Oh, Acro. I'm glad that you're out of it. But yeah. I've gotten out of like really bad relationships before where I've been like, I'm glad that I'm done with that, but I miss, you know, their parents, or I miss, you know. She's so grown up. I know, she's big. Do you ever just sit and realize, good Lord, I made that? Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Hi.
The flowers you were married with.
They are the flowers I was married with.
And then did you send it to us? And then your flowers got frozen forever.
Yeah, they're in what's, I think this is resin. They're in what's called resin. And so yeah, it just holds them in the same place and they'll look the same forever in there.
When you finish with work, can we all do one of those puzzles together?
I think Daddy has to start work a little bit early. You and I can work on a puzzle. And maybe you, me, and Daddy can work on a puzzle together on Friday or on Saturday. What do you think? And in the meantime, you can do a bunch of your puzzles, huh?
Maybe we can all do a puzzle.
Clark!
Tuesday.
On On Tuesday? Okay. We'll do puzzles together on Tuesday. All three of us, okay?
So it's gonna be one of your puzzles.
One of mine. Okay. Not one of Clarky's. It has to be one of mine, correct?
That's the way I get dog.
What? A lot of mine have 1,000 pieces. Do you think that's a lot? I know.
1,000 pieces.
Yeah, but you can get ones that are...
I'm pretending I'm a parrot.
Oh, okay.
1,000 pieces.
My name is Clarky.
My name is Lucky.
I'm a cutie patootie.
I'm a cookie patootie.
I'm smart and strong.
I'm smart and strong.
I'm a parrot.
I'm a parrot.
Oh! What's on your necklace? What necklace is that?
Me and Daddy's name.
Yeah, you, me, and Daddy's names. Can you tell which one is which?
This one is. This one is Daddy.
Yes. What's Daddy's name?